Welcome back to Breakfast Television. We can all appreciate a vine-ripened tomato, but not everybody has the ability to grow one. But landscape designer and Cityline expert Carson Arthur is here now with easy ways to grow food outside of the traditional garden space. Good morning to you, Carson.
Good morning. I'm bringing a little spring, right?
I love this. Let's hope so. Fingers crossed.
Oh, the -20 kind of set me back a bit this morning.
I'm sorry about that. Sorry about that. It's
okay.
Blame Andy. You know what? We have to talk about this because this is very exciting. This is your new book, Vegetables, Chickens, and Bees, an honest guide to growing your own food anywhere.
Well, when I wrote this book, I can't believe, first of all, that I put some of the things in it that I did.
Yeah.
And I can't believe my editor left those things in it, but I'm so glad it's out there because I was so honest about my fails.
Right.
The things that, as a landscaper, I didn't do right, and how to set the record straight for anybody so that you know how to understand your own space to grow food. So whether you're in a condo balcony,
yes,
a townhouse rooftop, a small little backyard, a back split, absolutely. These are ways to grow food in smaller spaces, but in any spaces.
In any spaces. Okay, terrific. Okay, so you and I were talking, and I was talking about my little backyard that has like the little square old sandbox that we don't use anymore. And
Perfect.
You're saying you can work with that.
Perfect, ideal, absolutely. We're going to start with this, though, so I'm going to pull him forward.
Okay.
Little solar-powered toy. This is going to be your new best friend.
I have two of these in the house right now.
Perfect, so I just saved you $1.
Wow.
Okay, so here's how this is going to work. I want you to put this little guy in the space that you think you want to garden.
Oh.
If he's dancing like that, then
Yes.
you immediately know you have enough sunlight to grow food.
Really?
No shake, no bake, so to speak, okay? So then I want you to set your cell phone for at 1 hour, or every hour, to check him, to see how often he is shaking. If you've got 2 hours, 4 hours, 6 hours, you know now how much food you can grow in that space and what food is going to do better for you. Okay?
Oh, this is terrific.
Shade is the hardest thing to deal with. If it's not sunny, it's so hard to deal with. So, a little bit of sunlight, little shake, off you go.
You're good to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, you mentioned sandbox. I love sandbox because raised beds are one of the most popular things to grow in gardens right now.
Okay.
Especially in the Calgary area. Everybody's doing raised beds.
Okay.
Because they're easy.
Yes.
Anybody can do them. Now, a raised bed is just basically like this. It's a 4x4 post with just a piece of wood on the side. If you want to go a little higher, you're going to do another piece of wood just like that, mount it in. So simple to do. Anybody can do it. If you have a sandbox, you already have half the work done.
Yeah, this is already done.
Yeah, perfect, amazing. What wood you use is really important, though. Now, what wood do you have for your sandbox?
I'm not sure.
Okay, so I want you to check the wood because we now know the old green pressure-treated wood actually leaches chemicals into the soil. You don't want to use that one, okay? So let's stay away from that one.
Okay.
This is the new brown stuff. Micro-Pro Sienna actually is garden safe. It's been... tons of studies have gone into this to make sure the environmental impact is significantly less.
Oh,
so you're fine using this in your space, not the green stuff, okay?
We'll look into it.
Then I want you to actually cover the sand.
Oh.
Now, I love putting down just plain old paper like this, newspaper, cardboard, what have you, because you don't know if the neighborhood cats have been using that sandbox.
I'm sure. Yeah.
You don't want to grow food and things that you're unsure of.
Right.
By putting down a barrier like this and then putting new soil on top of it, the paper or cardboard will naturally decompose, block all the weeds from coming up, and then you don't have to worry about what was below. Okay, such a simple thing.
Did you say to keep the sand though?
Yes,
I'm not digging. I'm not taking it all out.
It's great for drainage. It's fantastic.
Oh,
yeah,
even
leave the
better.
sand. It's already there. Less work. Another simple solution, and I love this one. These are for the people that are not so handy with the drill.
Right.
Okay? So these little bracketing systems, these are from Lee Valley, and what's nice about them is you can just slide them over your piece of wood.
Wow.
And then you just spike them right into the ground. So you can actually make your raised bed without using any real screws, which makes it so simple for homeowners.
This is perfect for me.
Dead easy, right?
Okay.
And we want to be smart. Now, if you're living in a balcony, and a lot of people are wanting to grow food in balconies this year, look for containers like this one. Now, these mount on the wall, but what's nice is the water is stored inside the reservoir. So you plant in this space, and I'm going to tip it forward for you like that. The water actually goes into the back section there. What happens is it prevents water from leaking onto the wall and causing molds and mildews. You don't want that, so be careful. Another one. We got time for one more?
One more, quick.
Okay. So, simple little pot like this. I want you to take a bamboo spike, and you're going to put it down into the center. Now, and I'm going to get you to pull those apart for me. Now, as you put pots down on top of it, you're going to put them through the hole. Do you want to pull another one out?
Sure.
Okay. And we're going to start growing in a vertical space. Okay. So this is such a simple way to do it. Put another one down, put it on the angle. You can put a third one on. So now you plant in each one of these pockets and around the bottom. So you can plant lettuce here, maybe some basil, maybe some chives, and a dwarf tomato on top. You've got a full salad bar right in a very tiny space, which everybody's looking for.
That is incredible.
So simple to do.
This is ingenious,
Yay.
Carson. I love that. Everybody could do that. Okay, now we have to mention this before we go. You are here in town for an actual reason. The Calgary Home and Garden Show at the BMO Centre. Tonight at 5 o'clock you're talking, and tomorrow at noon and 5 o'clock. Carson, thank you so much for being here.
My pleasure. I wanted to bring a little spring.
It's always a pleasure to see you. Yay, spring. Please come soon. And of course, you can pick up Carson's book anywhere you get your books. Carson, thanks so much for being here.
My pleasure.